1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's do 3 more videos. Yo, yo. Shit. Oh, what's this video called? Did I add the title in? I might have forgot to add the title in. Let's see. Okay, that's for streaming. What's this latest stream on? Okay, we did the right one. I don't know why I didn't. Let me turn my Bluetooth off. I want to save that for tomorrow. Okay. Let me get my iPad. It's been charging all day, so it should be good. Okay, it's at 100%, baby. Alright, this is CM Punk not fighting again. I guess they lied about CM Punk got into a backstage fight because he's not. Let's see what they talking about. I'll load my stuff up back later.
Last week, there were some concerns that CM Punk was starting backstage fights again after Booker T said that he almost got into it with the Punker at the NXT taping, but Booker T never gave any specific details and just told his co-host that he would tell him later about it. Well, a report quickly came out afterwards saying that it was not true, and there was some frustration with Booker T for putting that out there, especially considering the history CM Punk has with AEW and the backstage fights over there. Well, Booker T finally spoke out about the topic again and has stated that he was just trolling to entertain the fans. He also stated that it was simply just clickbaiting. I'm not gonna lie, this is some weird behavior from Booker T. Everyone knows about Punk's history, and spreading this lie just seemed very unnecessary, and in the end, it just makes him look a lot less credible. I can't see the point in him bringing this up at all. CM Punk has been doing really well when it comes to being peaceful. In fact, the NXT locker room loves the guy. He's over there helping the talent of tomorrow. There was really no need to stir this up. Booker T, you need to do better. This was straight up just dumb. Staying on the topic of CM Punk, Tony Khan is reportedly still upset with Jack Perry because of the altercation that led to CM Punk getting fired. This is what Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez said about the situation.
Do we know for sure that Jack Perry was not fired by AEW? Has anyone asked?
He has not been fired.
I have asked, and he has not been fired.
He has absolutely not been fired, but they're not using him. Essentially,
he's just iced.
Tony's really mad at him because he cost him CM Punk. And he's getting the blame. And, after, I mean, he probably should have been suspended for a month or two. Where are we at? 7 months now? 7 months. It's ridiculous. Punishment doesn't fit the crime at this point. And I mean, it's his fault because the other guy lost his mind.
I was going to say, I mean, he didn't cost Tony CM Punk. CM Punk cost Tony CM Punk by getting into a fight over this.
Over something that should have been you know what?
Punk could have just gone to Tony and said, suspend this dude. That was unprofessional. That would have been it. Right?
He could have. He could have.
Yeah.
But it was such a nothing. You know what I mean? It's like none of it should have happened because the fact is that it wouldn't have happened with Jack Perry if Punk didn't start the thing in the first place. And it's yell at him over something that had already been, it had already been approved. I mean, it's like they brought the glass, right? The glass, it wasn't like this
They
guy.
got the car.
They got the car. You know what I mean?
He was given approval to do it. They had the car. It was all ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Punk said not doing it. So.
Yeah.
I do agree with Meltzer and Alvarez. Punk telling Tony Khan to just suspend Perry would have been a much better solution than whooping his ass. But then again, we wouldn't get the iconic moment of CM Punk getting fired and then joining WWE.
That's true. There's a fight coming. Oh, we would never get him in WWE. Now we do. He's supposed to be on the next episode of Monday Night Raw on the 25th. So I'll be watching that. I'm promised.
But anyways, there was no need for Perry
If
to
CM Punk
antagonize
was on
CM
there.
Punk in the end. He went into business for himself, and it ended up getting their biggest draw fired, so there was no point in doing that. I still think that a Punk and MJF storyline would have been so good if he had stayed. What a shame. To be honest, Punk did want a way out. It kind of seemed that way, and maybe
don't
saw
watch
this as the
A-
perfect
A-
opportunity. Who knows? I understand Khan's frustration, though, with Jack Perry, and I wouldn't be surprised if he never returns to AEW in the future.
I don't see him on the WWE.
Tony Khan has clearly moved away from CM Punk being the face of AEW, and he already said who's next in line for that spot. In a morning talk show, he said this about Mercedes Moné. Mercedes is not only someone who loves the wrestling business, loves getting in the ring wrestling, but she loves the fans. That's what we're all about in AEW, and that's why Mercedes is perfect to be the face of AEW.
Yeah,
We've never
down
seen a
bad.
woman as the face of a wrestling promotion, but if there's one woman who can get the
down
job
bad.
done, it is Mercedes Moné. It'll be interesting to see her AEW career in a year from now. Do you think she's capable of being the face
I feel
of
like a year from
AEW?
now, she's gonna go back to WWE.
Moving on to Cody Rhodes, and there's a new report regarding the profanity
Oh, no, they
used
just-
on Raw. It comes
just
from the
passing around
Wrestling
the,
Observer
face of
Radio,
AEW
and
around
it says
like
this:
it's
the WWE have made
It
an
changes
exception
every
for
month.
Cody Rhodes to use profanity on TV. Meltzer recently noted a memo was sent out to talent by Nick Khan forbidding the use of profanity on TV and social media. I'm glad that WWE went ahead and let Cody Rhodes go ahead and do and say whatever he wants. This was easily his best promo in the WWE since coming back. This is the Cody Rhodes I said I wanted to see, and I'm glad it's what we got. I also don't buy the second part of the report. We literally saw Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins calling each other bitches on Twitter just a couple weeks ago. To me, it seems like the WWE is heading towards a more edgy product, and I am all for it. The Undertaker recently spoke about Gunther on his podcast, and this is what he had to say about the current reigning undefeated IC champion. He said, I really like him. I think the sky's the limit for him. I think he's a little bit of a throwback to a different era, but has the ability to work and tell stories. I mean, he just had his match with Dom, which is tough. A heel versus a heel is a tough match. When somebody doesn't turn, he kept Dominic a heel, and he kept himself a heel, and I'm really, really high on him. But yeah, we would probably fist fight about 2 chops in. You love to see that endorsement by the legend. The Undertaker is one of the greatest of all time. Getting his approval is a pretty big deal. I'm glad that Gunther is getting his flowers. He's one of the best in the company and industry right now. We really got lucky Triple H started booking the show because he saw the vision with Gunther. That's not the only good thing that comes out of Triple H running the WWE. AJ Styles recently praised Hunter when it comes to working with the talent and bringing out the best in them. He said this isn't the same WWE that Vince McMahon was in charge of. I really believe Triple H looks at our talent and goes, let's get them better, or let's find ways to bring out the best in them rather than show off the worst, because a lot of those guys and girls, when they got released from WWE, it crushes them. I never understood, why do we want to do something like that rather than, okay, let's send them back to NXT. They just need a little bit of work or something like that. Triple H taking over was one of the best things to happen to WWE. It was the best thing to happen, and it's nice to see that names like AJ Styles are coming out and talking about it. The company's better in every aspect, I think, ever since Triple H did indeed take over. And finally, there's an update on Drew McIntyre and his contract status. This is what he said in an interview with The Ringer. It's very important to me having a new contract. It's been talked about for a very long time on the internet. I'm not the only one whose contract comes up every few years or whatever, but you would think it reading the internet. There is nothing I can say right now. I can say that I'm having fun, and I can say that I intend to continue having fun, and I'm in my prime. A part of me believes that the WWE is making him talk about all his contract like this for storyline purposes. It makes sense. It's just odd for him to openly talk about it like this. And if he actually hasn't agreed on something new with the WWE, they really got to get working on it, because Drew McIntyre is doing amazing work. We always say it. You got to re-sign this man. He is so great. He's honestly a superstar. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you all in the next video.
I just see it that way. I didn't even mean to do that. It's fun.
Every good thing in this world started with a dream.
You mark my words. This is gonna.
I accidentally clicked the home button and it opened up Microsoft Edge. I didn't mean to do that.